Good morning, HOD Professor A.K. Chaturvedi sir, my seminar guide Dr. S.K. Rathod sir, seminar coordinator D.P. Sharma sir, faculty members, examiners and my batchmates. I am Anil Yadav pursuing my BTech from University Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rajasthan Technical University, Kota. Today I am here to present on a seminar topic Non-Pneumatic Tyres. Let's start with the first slide of our presentation. Let's start with the introduction part of this topic. For more than 100 years, vehicles have been rolling along on cushions of air encased rubber. A few tire companies have started experimenting with designs for new non-pneumatic tires. Creating a non-pneumatic design has a more positive implication than one might think. Non-pneumatic tire is named as a twin combination of a tire and a wheel. Let's move to the another slide. Now let's talk about the history of the non-pneumatic tires. First non-pneumatic tires were invented by the company Michelin in the year 2005. Big Tire Pty Limited in the Australia built a prototype in 2011. Resilient Technology and University of Wisconsin Madison's Polymer Engineering Center developed in 2012. Bridgestone Corporation revealed the tire at the 43 Tokyo Motor Show 2013. Let's move to the another slide. Our third slide is about what is a tire. So, tire is a ring-shaped vehicle component that covers the wheel's rim to protect it and enable better vehicle performance. Most tires, such as those for automobiles and bicycles, provide traction between the vehicles and the road, while providing a flexible cushion that absorbs shock. The material of the modern pneumatic tires are synthetic rubber, natural rubber, fabric and wire, along with the carbon black and other chemical compounds. This slide is continuation part of the previous slide. So they consist of a thread and a body. The thread provides traction while the body provides containment for a quality of compressed air. A tire is used to transmit the driving and braking forces to the road. It is also used to provide power to smooth steering. Let's move to the another slide. Now moving forward, why compressed air in a pneumatic tire? A pneumatic tire consists of an air-light inner core that is filled with the compressed air. The compressed air inside the tire maximizes the tire's load carrying capacity, absorbs shock, and provides resistance against cutting and abrasion. The compressed air pressure in the tire is greater than the atmospheric pressure outside the tire. As a result, the tire is able to remain inflated even under the weight of the vehicle. It is actually the tire's air pressure that protects the tire from deformations and general wear and tear and gives the tire its cushioning effect. Let's move to the another slide. The slide is about the problems in the pneumatic tires. So, the problems in the pneumatic tires are, the first problem is a puncture of the tire. The second is a blowout at high speeds. The third one is can blow out by gunfire or explosive shrapnel. Variation in the air pressure and tire performance. Let's moving forward talking about the non-pneumatic tires or airless tires. Airless or non-pneumatic tires are not supported by the air pressure. The airless tire connects to flexible polyurethane spokes which are used to support an outer rim and assume the shock absorbing role of the compressed air in a traditional tire. does not use a bladder full of compressed air, and therefore it cannot burst nor become flat. Instead of the twins hub connects to flexible polyurethane spokes which are used to support an outer rim and assume the shock absorbing role of the compressed air in a traditional tire. Let's move into the another slide. Now talking about the parts of the non-pneumatic tires. The main parts of the non-pneumatic tires are the first part is thread. The thread is a rubber layer that wraps around the circumference and touches the pavement. The second part is shear bands that surround the spoke. And third part is deformable wheel, which is lies in between the spokes and hub, which deform together with the flexible spokes during road impacts. It is also called the energy wheel. The fourth part is flexible spokes. These flexible spokes are made up of polyurethane material, which are flexible, help to absorb road impacts. And the fifth part is hub. It is a rigid attachment that is pointed to the axle. Let's move to the another slide. Now let's discuss about the working principle of the non-pneumatic tires. On working, the twin is a single unit, so it actually begins an assembly of 4 pieces bounded together. The hub, polyurethane spoke section, a shear band surrounding the spoke, and the thread band. The shear band surrounding the spokes effectively takes the place of air pressure distributing the load. The thread is similar in appearance to a conventional tire. When the twin are put to the road, the spokes absorb road impact the same way air pressure does in the pneumatic tire. So wheel works well over rocky terrain, so it should work well for 4-wheel vehicles too. The tension of the shear band on the spokes and the strength of the spokes themselves replaces the air pressure of a traditional tire. The thread is then attached to a shear band. The thread and shear band deform temporarily as the spokes bend, then quickly spring back into the shape. Let's move to the another slide. Now, what are the different design approaches are? The different design approaches are, the first one is NASA and the Apollo lunar rover. The second one is Michelin. The third one is Bridgestone. The fourth is Resilient Technology LLC. The fifth is sci-tech. And the sixth is Hankook. Let's move to the another slide. Let's discuss about the application of non-pneumatic tires. There are a number of vehicles using NPT. Some of the examples are, the first one is the earth movers. Let me talk something about earth movers. The non-pneumatic tires give high stability to the earth movers to climb in all terrains. It provides a much smoother ride than a pneumatic tire due to its excellent shock absorption. Even if the vehicle is heavy, it will not damage the running surface. The NPT are very resistant to cuts than the traditional tire, so it lasts longer. The second one is wheelchairs. Non-pneumatic tires are used motor-powered wheelchairs which can climb stairs. It was first introduced by a company called Michelin, so that the suspension system in the wheelchairs can be eliminated. Our third application is NASA lunar rover. It is a 16-legged robot designed by NASA for moon exploration. It has 6 legs. All of them contain NPT. It is able to roll or walk over large range of terrains. The fourth application is military vehicles. American military vehicles such as Hummer, trucks, etc. are using the non-pneumatic tires. The main advantage of the military vehicle using this tire is that it requires very little or no maintenance. It will still remain mobile even with some spokes damaged or missing. It passed the ballistic test, that is, it will remain mobile even if it is hit by a bullet. Let's move into the another slide. Talking about the advantages of the non-pneumatic tires. So the advantages of the non-pneumatic tires are it eliminates air leaks or tire blowouts, gives durability and long life, and no maintenance needed. The fourth one is remains mobile even with some of the spokes damaged or missing. Another advantage is vehicles remain under control even in an emergency brake, less environmental impact. It facilitate recycling. Let's move into the another slide talking about the disadvantages of the airless or non-pneumatic tires. So the disadvantages are, the first disadvantage is lack of adjustability. The second is not as economic as pneumatic tires. Third is vibration in the non-pneumatic tires is very large as compared to the pneumatic tires. And different manufacturing processes are required for making of the non-pneumatic tires. Let's moving on the another slides. Let's talk about the limitations of the non-pneumatic tires. The non-pneumatic tires are expensive as compared to the pneumatic tires. The replacement of any components in the non-pneumatic tire is impossible. It cannot be implemented in fast-moving vehicles above 50 mph as the spoke vibrates considerably and it unpleasantly loud. If someone has some queries, then they may ask.
Yes. How do non-pneumatic tires last?
So the answer is the airless tire is rumored to last about 3 times as long as conventional tires.
Will airless tires eventually take the place of radial tires?
The answer is no. All forms of airless tires have too many problems when spinning at higher speed, typically causing a huge amount of vibration and additional stress to the hub and suspension components. Do you have any questions?
No.
So if no questions are left, I have to end my presentation here. Thank you.